Good morning, students. Last time we have started the chapter number 1, integers, and I told you some sign conventions. So moving further from there. Okay, last time I told you that whenever we multiply two negative numbers, the sign of the product will be a positive number. Now suppose I am multiplying three negative numbers. So what will be the sign now? Minus minus, I know it is plus. Then what is the sign of plus into minus? Now plus and minus, one is positive, one is negative. So the sign will become negative. Take one more case. This time I am multiplying negative number 4 times. Minus minus, it will make plus. Plus minus, one positive, one negative, negative. Then negative negative, positive. Just remember one thing, whenever we are multiplying same sign numbers, we will get positive sign. Whenever we multiply one negative and one positive number, we will get negative sign. So what do we conclude from here? Whenever we multiply negative numbers odd number of times, then the sign of the product will be a negative number. And whenever we multiply negative numbers even number of times, then the sign of the product will be a positive number. This is the main thing that you should keep in your mind. Whenever we are multiplying negative numbers together, count how many negative numbers we are multiplying together. If they are odd number of times, that means 3, 5, 7, 11 like that, then the sign of the product will be a negative number. And if we are multiplying 4, 6, 8, 10 like that, even number of negative numbers, then the sign of the product will be a positive number. This is the further sign convention that was remaining. Now I want to tell you the distributive property. Distributive property. Now, what do we mean by distributive property? Suppose this is my question. A into B plus C. A into B plus C. Then we can elaborately write it as A into B, because this bracket, whatever is inside the bracket, that is to be multiplied with A. So what can we do is, we can multiply A with B, then this positive sign will come here. Then we multiply A with C. This is what we call distributive property. What are we doing here is, we have inside the bracket B plus C, and outside the bracket we have multiplied with A. So what we are doing is, we are multiplying both the numbers separately with A into B, A into C. Then whatever is the sign inside the bracket, that we are putting here. Now suppose it is like this. A into B minus C. Then how will we write it? A into B, because A is to be multiplied with B. Then we have negative sign here, so I will put a minus sign here. Then A multiplied with C. So what we did? We multiplied A with B. Then because we have a negative sign here, so I have put a negative sign here. Then A multiplied with C. This is what we call distributive property of multiplication. Distributive means we have divided it in two parts. First with B and then with C. Okay. Let us take one question that will clear the property. Suppose my question says 427 multiplied with 8 plus 2 multiplied with 427. Now see here, in the middle we have the sign of addition, and at both the other sides, left and right side of addition, we have multiplication. Now as you can see here, 427 is the common number here. Common means it is coming in both the numbers, here also and here also. So we can take 427 as common number, because it is coming in both the parts. Now 427 is to be multiplied with 8 and also with 2. So we are putting a sign of multiplication here. Then I am am putting a sign of bracket here because 427 we have taken as common. Now here first number we are multiplying 427 with 8. So I will write here 8. Then this addition sign will come here. In the second place we are multiplying 427 by 2. So this 2 will come here. So I have written my question in this form. A into B plus C. How it helps, how this property helps us, it will make the calculation part easier. If I go by the BODMAS rule, which you have already seen in the classes, 6th class already, if we apply the BODMAS rule, then what will we do? We will multiply this with this, 2 with this, then we will add the 2 answers. That will make the calculation a bit more. Here we are reducing the calculation. What we have done? We have taken 427 as common. So what is remaining here is 8. What is remaining here is 2 with a plus sign in between. So I will write here 8 plus 2. Now see, first I will solve the bracket. As you know, the bracket is to be solved at the first. So 427 multiplied with 8 plus 2. What do we get? 10. So 427 multiplied with 10. So my result will be 4270. So this is how we will solve the question using distributive property. See, once again, what we did here is, first we have to find the common number which is coming in all the terms. Here the number is 427, which is the common number because it is coming in both the pairs here. So we have taken 427 as the common number. Then this multiplication sign. Then in the first part we are multiplying 427 by 8. So I have written here 8. Then plus in the next step we are multiplying 427 by 2. So we will write here 8 plus 2. Then what is 8 plus 2? It is 10. Now multiply 427 by 10. So the result is 4270. Now let us take one more question. Shall I do it here? Question says 1925 multiplied with 101 minus 1925. Now if I see here, 1925 can be taken as common. But if you compare the question with the previous question, here we are having two numbers to multiply here and here also. Here 1925 is to be multiplied with 101, but here we are not having any number to multiply. What to do? If you remember the properties of multiplication, then we know that if we multiply any number by 1, result is the number itself. If we multiply any number by 1, result is the number itself. Because we are not having any number to multiply with 1925, I am multiplying 1925 by 1 because this will not change my question. Because I know that 1925 multiplied by 1, result is 1925 only. Okay. Now the next step, I will take 1925 as the common number. So 1925 I have taken as common, multiplication sign. Then I will place the bracket. Now see here in the first part 1925 is to be multiplied with 101. So I will write here 101. Then minus second part 1925 is to be multiplied with 1. So I will write here 1. So 1925 multiplied with, now subtract the two, 101 minus 1, answer is 100. So 1925 into 100, answer is 192500. So this is how we can make the calculations easier using distributive property. If I am going to solve the question by BODMAS rule, then I have to multiply this number, then I have to subtract 1925 from here. This will make the calculations more tedious. So instead, if we use the distributive property, what I have done here, I have written 1925 into 1 because I am not having any number to multiply with 1925. So whenever we don't have any number, we can write 1 because we know that if we multiply any number by 1, it will not change the result. Then 1925 can be taken as common. From here, 101 is remaining, minus from here, 1 is remaining. 101 minus 1, answer is 100. Then multiply 1925 by 100 and the result is 192500. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve the questions using the distributive property. I am ending the class here only today. I will give you an assignment on the basis of this distributive property to make the concept more clear to you. Thank you.